We like to call ourselves the Special Forces. We are kind of like a team within a team, so we kind of do our own little activities by ourselves. Like today on Tuesday, we get a little group work in before we go out in the field and kick with the team. But like you just said, we are a team within a team. We have our own special bonds, and as kickers, we all have a little different mentality than actual football players. But we all like to stay together, stick together, have our backs for each other.
Well, being part of like the Special Forces, it's a little different than like being a quarterback or a running back or kind of like that. You're kind of it's a different flow to the game, sort of. Whereas when we have the ball on offense, until we get up to about the 50, until we get into field goal range, I'm thinking punt the whole time. And then once we get into Braden's range, we kind of transition into a field goal. So it's just a different kind of mindset that we have to go into every game or every even series thinking is you got to be able to adjust pretty quickly. So
it's a big mental aspect with kicking in general. And I like to try to calm myself down, keep my breathing under control, and that's where I think a lot of people get worked up and then they kind of mess up and miss the kick and whatnot. But I like to keep it under control and keep my nerves down and my adrenaline under control. And we practice that in practice with game situations like this, and we try to simulate as much as we can, and that gives us a good point of reference of what we should do during an actual game.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's all muscle memory, so it's all basic form. Get the ball out, leg swing, extend, and just place the ball where I need to place it.
Okay, so in high school I held for now the Texas A&M kicker Taylor Bertolette, and then when I got here, Coach Rush told me that I should try it out, see how everything goes with the kickers here, because I was used to the speed of the snaps being there and ready to go off that quick time of 1-1 to 1-2 range.
Especially holding for Dan. Dan was a phenomenal kicker, and I learned a lot from him, especially from holding and how he wanted it, positioning of the ball and whatnot. But it did give me the holding aspect of how important that is for a kicker and what we need to do together. We talk, we make sure everything's on point. And it's great that we're kind of exploiting the special teams and trying to make a name for ourselves as our own little unit. It's great.
Especially with my relationship with Braden is that we've been through, with being with Dan and Ian, we've been through kicks like that before. We weren't necessarily as much of a part as we were Saturday, but coming up and taking the extra practices, and we do a lot of game-like atmospheric kicks, which I think really prepares us. We take an extra session on Tuesdays. We come up like an hour early, and we go through a lot of like pressure kicks and game time situation kicks. So I think that really does a great job in getting us ready for situations like that.
Well, I trust Braden a lot, one, because I know that even if I slip up a little bit, he's not going to kick my hand, or he's going to be able to slow up real quick, let me get the ball set. And then two, he trusts me very much because he knows that no matter where the ball's going to be, I'm going to make sure it's there no matter what. Even if it's not perfect, it's going to be there for him to kick. So the big thing for us was building trust this year, getting to know each other. We kind of have like a joking relationship, just kind of hang loose on the sideline, stay calm and relax the whole way through.
It's a good feeling because we're noticed and we're all one unit, so we're all the same. If somebody makes a bad kick, then we all make a bad kick. And we all help each other improve, and that's what we do.
To us, it's kind of an honor. I mean, they bring us in dire need situations. I mean, that right there was the game winner. I mean, they called on us to come in and win the game after they played hard, but there's obviously Braden was there, and that one group, Special Forces, is there to take care of those tough situations.